Hi everyone, my name is Nikolai Pavlov and welcome to my channel. In my previous video I looked at some basic scenario analysis. We built a simple separate table right here with the price change values and then connected the table with the calculations of our total sales. When nothing is selected, our scenario sales measure shows the same values as total sales. However, if I pick the value by which I would like to increase our price, for example 10%, then we see the increase of the scenario sales measure by 10%. You can see that we had 617 million in the first quarter of 2011, and then it became 679. Or if we selected 20%, it'll be a lot more. It'll be 20% more. Now, what we did was good, right? But it's not enough. For example, take a look at this. If I drag, for example, here, the channel name, and then I put my total sales in here, and then I start filtering by the channel sales, then suddenly we're seeing the scenario sales changing only for the selected channels. But if I would like to know by how much my total sales will change, if I increased the prices of certain channels by a certain percent, how much my total sales will change. So to calculate this, I gotta do a series of steps. The first thing I gotta do is to calculate all total sales that will stay fixed regardless of whatever the sales channels I choose. For that, let's build a measure, which we're gonna name all total sales. Using the calculate function, we will put the total sales in our expression, and then in the filter use the all function. And inside the all function we will indicate the channel name in the channel table. Let's put our new measure, and you can see, right, all total sales measure, regardless of whatever sales channel I select, it always shows the same number. Now, one important thing to remember is when you select a certain sales channel, for example online, then the total sales measure will calculate the total sales only for that particular channel. This we know, right, because we have filtering in our data model. So the number 105 million in the first quarter of 2011 shows the total sales for the online sales channel, only for that. Meanwhile, our all total sales equal to 617 million. All right. Now our all total sales measure will serve as an intermediary measure to build another measure. Let's do that. Now let's name the measure selected scenario sales. So this will show us the amount of total sales if we selected certain channels and then increase the prices in these channels by a certain percent. So in other words, if I selected the online channel and then jacked up the prices by 10% in all products that were sold online while keeping the prices in other sales channels the same, then what would my total sales be? So to find this number, we will subtract total sales from all total sales, right? So we'll do all total sales minus total sales. And then once we subtract that, we will have to add scenario sales. You're probably a little bit confused right now, but it's okay. You know, I'll go back and I'll explain what I just did. Let's format it. Okay, let's go back a little bit and then actually think through what we just did. We have total sales, a basic measure which shows our total sales for this quarter. Then we have the scenario sales, which we build using the SumX formula, and then inside the SumX formula we multiplied the unit price by 1 plus the selected value of the price change, right? When we have nothing selected, then scenario sales and total sales show the same number. However, if I select 10%, then my scenario sales will be 10% more than total sales. Okay, then we built all total sales measure, which we're using as an intermediary measure really. All total sales shows the total sales of all my products regardless of the channel that I select. Because remember, if I select a certain channel, then my total sales will change. And scenario sales are the numbers. For example, the selected sales channel increased by 10%. Now the important thing here, the new measure that we just built, selected scenario sales. What is that? Think about this. That's all total sales minus total sales, minus this number, plus scenario sales. So this number here shows the amount of total sales which I will have if we selected certain channels and then increased the prices in these channels by a certain percent. So in my case, for example, right, I selected the online channel and then increased the prices by 10%. If I did that, what would be my total sales? So in other words, products that were sold in the store, reseller, and catalog channel, they didn't change. I only increased the prices by 10% in my online channel. And if I did that, I will have this number here. Now let's do one last thing here. Let's find out the percentage change of our actual versus scenario sales. Let's build a measure. We're going to call it percent change of actuals versus scenario. And that would be essentially selected scenario sales, the new measure, minus all total sales and divided by all total sales. One thing we need to do is actually to put brackets in here because we want to calculate the percentage change. Let's commit and change it to percent, and then we can put it into our table. This is way too long. Okay, right here. I can move this down here. Let's put it right here. And actually, let's also build a card which going to show us the percent change. All right. Yeah, we can just leave it here for now. That's good. You can see here that if there's no sales channel selected, then the measure gives you the same number as pricing scenario selected. However, as you start selecting and unselecting certain channels, right, then you get completely amazing insights. So this number shows that if I selected the online channel right here, right, then in the first quarter of 2011, my sales will increase by, my overall sales, right, will increase by 1.7% compared to my total sales, my regular sales, right? If I increase the prices for online products by 15%, obviously this number changed by 20%, even more so, right? This is something that makes Power BI a really powerful tool. Something like this in Excel, yeah, you can do it, but it'll take you a lot more time to build a dashboard which is completely interactive, which has dynamic measures which you can slice and then see how your numbers change. Finally, let's actually put a new visual which will show us the percent change of actuals versus scenario. And then let's put some dates. We are using quarter and year, right? You see, if I'm not selecting anything, then the line shows 20%, which is the selection of my slicer right here. However, if I select online and then store, for example, then I can see that the numbers change. Alright, that's it for today, guys. Hopefully you understood what I was trying to show you today. I know it's a little bit complicated and I was going pretty fast, right? Sometimes it was hard to explain you in the moment what I was actually doing. but you can always rewatch the video. And if you have any questions, if you have any comments, please write your questions in the comment section and I'd be happy to get back to you. If you find my videos interesting, please subscribe to my videos. Have a great Christmas and Happy New Year holidays. Take care of yourself, and if you can, of someone else as well. Cheers. Bye.